Welcome back to Live Free, Live Wild. Got a quick short video for you. I seen a well-known bushcraft guy, YouTuber, make a video on this, and I thought he's probably, to keep on schedule, he just needs to put out a quick video. But ever since he made that video, I've started noticing it. There's a lot of men out there that don't know how to use a ferrocerium rod. The ferrocerium rod, you want to buy the 3/8 or the 1/2 inch. I like the 1/2 inch rod. It's 6 inches, 6 to 8, something like that. I just put a handle on mine. It also is a back scratcher, but you put a handle on it or not put a handle on it. But a lot of people don't know how to use these correctly, and I've seen it several times since he did the video. Like I said, I thought he was trying to keep up with his schedule and he just needed to get one out quick, but he's right. There's a lot of people that don't know how to do it. So if enough of us outdoors guys could show this technique, that maybe down the line people will start getting the hang of it and start be able to use them. The little ferrocerium rods, like the bracelets and stuff like that, yeah, they're great for an emergency, and it's gonna be hell getting it started with that, because they're hard to use, because it's all about force and speed. Sitting there going like this a bunch of times, just because you're getting these little sparks and it looks cool, those sparks are not hot enough to catch your tinder on fire. You need to press down hard and fast. And if you're using your knife, usually you'd use a fixed blade, but if you don't have it, you can use anything with a 90-degree spine on it, anything that's sharp. A piece of metal with a 90-degree cut on it. Now, if you don't have a knife with a 90-degree cut and you need to start a fire, yes, you can use the blade. It's going to mess your blade up, but if it's a dire situation, you got to do what you got to do. So, you want to get close to your hand, all the way up close, because that's where all your leverage is. If you go back like this, if you put it here, your wrist is going to give, okay? You don't want to put out here at the end of your knife, because it's going to give. You want up close to your hand, and you want to go hard. Hard is more important than speed, but you want the speed too. So you want to be able to see those sparks hit the ground and stay burning. Just those little sparks, they're not gonna do it, especially if it's wet out. You need to get and take material off of this rod. That's what those sparks are created from, tiny little pieces of the metal burning. So if you're not seeing those sparks stay lit when they hit the ground, you need to go harder. And you can go slow and do it. Here, I'm going to show you the ground. You need to get material off so it's burning on the ground or on your tinder. And once you get one, you need to practice with it, because these little sparks, that ain't gonna cut it. And not all ferrocerium rods are made equally. Not all of these are equal. You have cheap ones and you have good ones. Even a good one's not that expensive. So you might go through a couple of them before you get a good one. The cheaper ones are going to be a harder metal. And the harder the metal is, the harder it is to get the spark. So you want something that's somewhat soft. See, those were landed behind the camera and staying lit on the ground for a half a second, maybe a full second. That's what you want. If you can get it, the harder you go and you get it burning for 2 seconds on the ground, that's ideal. But it doesn't matter how fast you go with little sparks, it ain't gonna work. Slow down, pressure, speed. And leverage. Your leverage is a big deal too, because if you're out here, you're not going to get leverage on it, and it's not going to work. I mean, you can get the little sparks out here, but you want big sparks. So I hope that helps a few of you guys out, and I'll see you on the next one. Live free, live wild.